mother's breast milk. I was snuggled up to her warm fur, her paw curled around my tiny body. I could feel her love. I knew with her as mama, I would never have to worry about anything in the world. As my eyes grew heavy, my heartbeat slowing, a new sound entered our warm, cozy loft. I could hear thump, 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 hacking and coughing. The sound startled me. My mother's hair stood on ends. She shoved me forcefully behind her, standing with her head low, teeth baring, with this deep, scary growl I've never heard come from within her. It frightened me. I was shaking in my fur. My mother's left foot raised up, her sharp claws showing. She looked like one of them wild wolves who was about to pounce on an animal. Whelping in fear, my mother picked me up by her teeth and flung me under a haystack, whispering in a deep, stern voice, "Listen, young lady, and really listen. Do not move. Do not make a sound. No matter what you see, what you hear, do not move until you know it's safe. And you will know when it's safe. So don't move." I quivered. Her sternness made me freeze. Automatically, I crouched low under the haystack. It felt like a tornado came through her barn. But blood began to fly everywhere. Loud noises scaring me. And then in an instant, it was gone. I was petrified. I whelped out and put my paw over my mouth. But that didn't help. All of a sudden, I was snatched up from my hidden place and thrown over this woman's shoulder. I could smell whiskey on her breath. She spat out tobacco and wiped it from her mouth. She said, "You're mine now, girl." And then I was out. I don't know if it was hours or days that passed. But when I had woken, I was in this tiny steel cage. My mind was racing. My heart was beating. But I could hear other dogs around me. I can't get my eyes focused. But all I could think about was the night's event. Or has days passed? I don't know. And what had happened to me and my mother. I heard a voice to my left say, "Calm down, girl." We were all snatched in the night. I really wish my eyes would focus. He kept talking to me, and his voice calmed me. I could feel the sun shining on my fur. It was coming up over the horizon, but all I could smell was dirty pups around me, like they hadn't had a bath in days, weeks, or months. I don't know. I stood so still in this cage. I was in silence. I had to close my eyes because I still couldn't focus. I let my ears focus on the sounds around me. I could hear pups whimpering. I could hear the older pups trying to calm the younger ones down. I didn't understand what happened. I don't know where I am. I don't know who took me. I don't know why all these other dogs are here in the pups. I'm scared. My mom is gone. All I know is I'm in a deep, dark place now. And there's others that have been stolen from the mother's bosom. I began to cry. I cried myself to sleep. Then the next day come, and I felt the sun rise again. I could hear a loud banging sound as a wooden door that slammed open. I could hear heavy boots walking down wooden steps, and someone banging against a still pot. I stood still in this horrible, tiny steel cage. My body could barely fit into it, but I dare not move. The heavy steps came closer. I knew that sound. I knew that smell. I smelled whiskey. It was from the night that woman who killed my mother and took me. She stops and stands in front of my cage and slops food into a bowl like I was some dirty pig. I looked up and glared at this woman, my teeth showing. She banged the spoon against my cage. She spit tobacco on the ground, wiping it from her lips. In a raspy, deep voice she spoke, "You don't dare bare your teeth at me. But know this, young lady, you're a rare breed, and you're one of a kind, and I'm gonna make you the best damn hunting dog I've ever had."